Ladies and gentlemen, today I want to talk to you about something we all face, something that can creep into our minds and sometimes hold us back from becoming the best version of ourselves in the future. We often find ourselves worrying about it. It's not the events that shape our lives, but how we respond to those events. This simple truth holds incredible power. Life is full of twists and turns, some of which we expect, and others that take us completely by surprise. We've all faced moments of hardship, disappointment, and frustration. There are times when things don't go according to plan, when the rug is pulled out from under us, or when we encounter obstacles that seem impossible to overcome. But it's important to understand that it's not these events themselves that determine the course of our lives. Instead, it's our reaction to them, our mindset, and the decisions we make in the face of adversity that truly matter. Think about it, two people can experience the exact same event, yet their lives can take dramatically different paths depending on how they choose to respond. One person might see a setback as the end of the road, becoming discouraged, giving up, or allowing negativity to take over. They might blame the event for their circumstances and resign themselves to fate. The other person, however, might view the same event as an opportunity to learn, grow, and become stronger. Instead of giving up, they adapt, find new solutions, and use the experience to fuel their progress. The event was the same, but the outcomes were vastly different, all because of how they chose to respond. When we understand that we have control over our reactions, we become empowered. We may not be able to control everything that happens to us, but we can always control how we react. We can choose resilience over defeat, optimism over despair, and action over stagnation. This mindset shift transforms challenges into opportunities. It allows us to see setbacks as temporary and to keep moving forward, even when things get tough. Life will always have its ups and downs, but our ability to respond with intention and purpose is what shapes our future. In difficult times, ask yourself, what can I learn from this? How can I grow? What steps can I take to move forward? By shifting your focus from the event itself to how you can respond positively, you gain control of your life's direction. It's not about avoiding challenges, but facing them head on and deciding to turn them into stepping stones towards something greater. This simple yet profound truth highlights the importance of the daily actions and decisions we make. Life operates under the principle of sowing and reaping. The seeds you plant today, whether they are seeds of hard work, discipline, learning, or kindness, will determine the quality of your future harvest. And this harvest isn't just about material success, it's about growth in every area of your life, personal, professional, emotional, and even spiritual. Consider this: the results you desire, the success you dream of, and the life you hope to live won't appear overnight. They are the product of consistent effort and the small daily choices you make. Every action is like planting a seed in the soil of your future. When you choose to invest in your skills, to improve your habits, to nurture your relationships, you are planting seeds that will eventually bear fruit. The time and energy you invest today will come back to you in the form of opportunities, success, and personal fulfillment. But here's the thing: you don't always see immediate results. Just like a seed doesn't sprout the moment it's planted, your efforts today may take time to show results. This is where patience and faith come into play. You must trust that the seeds you are planting will grow in due time. The process of growth is often invisible at first, happening beneath the surface, but with consistent care and attention, the harvest will come. It's crucial to remain committed to your actions even when you can't see the fruits right away. On the flip side, this principle also applies to negative seeds. If you plant seeds of procrastination, neglect, poor habits, or negativity, those too will grow. You might not notice the impact immediately, but over time these choices will accumulate and lead to undesirable outcomes. The future then becomes a reflection of the seeds you plant today. So take a moment to think about the seeds you are planting right now. Are they aligned with the future you want to create? Are you investing your time and energy into things that will yield a positive harvest? Every day is an opportunity to plant the right seeds, seeds of growth, effort, and improvement. With time, these seeds will flourish into the life you desire. Remember, the harvest always comes, but it depends on what you plant today. This statement speaks to the tendency we all have to imagine worst-case scenarios and stress about things that may never come to pass. We waste a lot of energy worrying about problems that don't even exist yet, problems that might never materialize. Life is uncertain, and while it's natural to think about what could go wrong, worrying excessively about potential challenges can rob us of our peace of mind and hinder our ability to move forward confidently. Imagine standing on a dock, looking out at the sea, and seeing a dark cloud on the horizon. You might immediately start to fear that a storm is coming. You begin to fret, pacing back and forth, thinking about all the ways the storm could disrupt your plans or even cause harm. But here's the reality: the storm might never reach you. It could change direction, fizzle out, or pass by without much impact. Yet, by worrying, you've already experienced the emotional toll of that storm long before it even arrives, if it arrives at all. In life, we often do the same thing. We look at the uncertainties ahead, whether in our careers, relationships, finances, or health, and we let the possibility of trouble consume us. But worrying about the storms that haven't arrived yet is a misuse of our energy. It doesn't help us prepare, it only drains our ability to focus on the present and handle what's in front of us. The future is filled with unknowns. No one can predict exactly what will happen, and that can be a source of anxiety. But here's the key: instead of focusing on the storm that might come, focus on building the resilience and strength to handle whatever comes your way. You can't prevent every storm, but you can prepare yourself to navigate through it. This preparation doesn't come from worry, but from confidence and action. Worrying about the future only clouds your judgment and makes you less effective in the present. It's like carrying an umbrella on a sunny day, fearing rain that never falls. The weight of that umbrella carried every day can slow you down. It distracts you from enjoying the sunshine and appreciating the moment. Instead of imagining storms that may never come, focus on making the most of today. Today is where your power lies. What you do now, how you respond to challenges now, will strengthen you for the future, whatever it may hold. Moreover, when you worry about what hasn't happened yet, you're essentially living in fear of something that doesn't exist. It's a phantom of your imagination. Your mind creates scenarios, each one worse than the last, and soon you're reacting to something that hasn't even occurred. This drains your emotional and mental resources. And when real challenges do arise, you might find yourself too exhausted to deal with them effectively because you've spent so much time and energy worrying about things that never happened. Here's the truth: most of the storms we worry about never materialize, or they aren't as bad as we imagined. And when they do come, we often find we're much stronger and more capable than we thought. The human spirit is incredibly resilient. We've all faced challenges in the past that seemed overwhelming at first, but looking back, we realize we grew from those experiences. We became stronger, wiser, and more equipped to handle future difficulties. So instead of worrying about the storms that haven't arrived yet, focus on developing your internal strength. Build a mindset of resilience, cultivate a positive attitude, and take proactive steps to prepare yourself for whatever may come. Trust that when the time comes, you will rise to the occasion. The unknown future should not paralyze you with fear. It should inspire you to live fully in the present, knowing that whatever challenges may arise, you will face them with courage and grace. In summary, worrying about potential future problems is not productive. It drains your energy, robs you of joy, and keeps you from making the most of the present. Instead, prepare yourself for life's inevitable ups and downs by focusing on what? This truth highlights the immense power of our thoughts and how they shape our experiences. The way we think can either propel us forward or hold us back, and the key difference lies in how we choose to harness the power of our minds. The human mind has the remarkable ability to create, imagine, and solve complex problems, but it also has the capacity to sabotage our progress if we let negative thoughts, fears, and doubts take control. Think of the mind as a fertile garden. Whatever seeds you plant, whether they are seeds of positivity, growth, and possibility, or seeds of negativity, fear, and limitation, will grow and shape your reality. The thoughts you entertain the most will become the dominant forces in your life. If you fill your mind with empowering thoughts, you create a mindset that sees challenges as opportunities, that believes in growth, and that takes inspired action. But if you allow negative thoughts to take root, they will grow into barriers that limit your potential and hold you back. Your mind is your greatest asset when you use it intentionally. It can help you envision a better future, set goals, and strategize how to achieve them. When you feed your mind with positive, constructive thoughts, you open yourself up to endless possibilities. You begin to see opportunities where others see obstacles, and you find solutions even in difficult circumstances. This mindset fuels resilience and perseverance, enabling you to push through challenges and keep moving forward no matter what life throws your way. But here's where the danger lies. If left unchecked, your mind can also be your biggest enemy. Negative thinking can creep in, often without you even realizing it. Doubts about your abilities, fears of failure, or anxiety about the future can take over, causing you to second-guess yourself, hesitate, or even give up on your dreams. These negative thoughts create a mental barrier that can be difficult to overcome if you're not actively aware of them. Over time, they can become limiting beliefs that define how you see yourself and what you believe you're capable of achieving. The good news is that you have control over what you allow to take root in your mind. Just as a gardener tends to a garden by pulling out weeds and nurturing the plants, you can cultivate your mind by consciously choosing what thoughts to focus on. This requires self-awareness and a commitment to positive mental habits. Whenever you catch yourself falling into negative thinking, pause and ask yourself, is this thought serving me? Is it helping me move forward, or is it holding me back? By questioning your thoughts, you can begin to shift your mindset from one of limitation to one of possibility. Another powerful way to harness the mind's potential is through visualization. Successful people across all fields, athletes, entrepreneurs, artists, often use the power of visualization to create a clear mental picture of their goals and aspirations. When you visualize success, your mind begins to believe it's possible, and this belief translates into action. Your brain doesn't distinguish much between a vividly imagined experience and reality, so by repeatedly visualizing yourself succeeding, you're training your mind to believe in your ability to achieve your goals. At the same time, it's important to practice mental discipline. Just as physical fitness requires regular exercise, mental fitness requires you to train your mind regularly. This could involve practicing mindfulness, engaging in positive self-talk, or challenging negative beliefs. By making these practices a habit, you strengthen your mind's ability to focus on the positive, even in difficult situations. Ultimately, your mind can either be a source of inspiration or a source of self-doubt, depending on how you choose to use it. The difference between people who reach their goals and those who don't often lies in their mindset. Those who see their mind as an asset take control of their thoughts, cultivate positivity, and use their mental energy to fuel their progress. Those who see their mind as an enemy allow negative thinking to control their actions, leading to stagnation and unfulfilled potential. In conclusion, your mind is one of the most powerful tools you have. By learning to manage your thoughts and consciously choosing what you focus on, you can turn your mind into your greatest ally. Feed it with empowering beliefs, practice mental discipline, and use the power of visualization to create the future you want. When you control your mind, you control your destiny. Choose to make it your greatest asset, and you'll be amazed at what you can achieve. This simple yet profound statement reminds us that the act of trying, of putting in effort, is valuable in and of itself. So many people are paralyzed by the fear of failure that they never even take the first step toward their goals. They're so concerned with the possibility of falling short that they forget the most important truth: success is built on a foundation of consistent effort, and every attempt, whether successful or not, contributes to your growth. When we view failure as something to avoid at all costs, we miss the bigger picture. Life is not about achieving perfection or hitting every goal the first time. It's about learning, evolving, and becoming better with each step we take. Every bit of effort we put in is progress, even if the outcome isn't what we initially hoped for. In fact, many of the most successful people in the world will tell you that they've failed more times than they can count. But those failures weren't failures at all. They were lessons that brought them closer to their goals. Think of effort like climbing a mountain. With every step you take, you get a little higher, a little closer to the summit. Some steps may be easy, while others may be difficult and slow. Occasionally you might slip or fall. But as long as you keep moving, keep putting in the effort, you're still making progress toward the top. Failure only happens when you stop climbing altogether. If you give up because you've stumbled, that's when you've truly failed. But if you keep going, no matter how tough it gets, your effort will eventually pay off. There's another important aspect of this idea. Effort is valuable because it builds resilience. Every time you put in effort, even when things don't go your way, you're strengthening your ability to keep going in the face of adversity. This resilience is what separates those who eventually succeed from those who don't. People who embrace effort, who understand that setbacks are part of the process, are the ones who develop the mental toughness needed to keep pushing forward when others would quit. Moreover, effort breeds improvement. You may not get it right the first time or the second or third, but with each attempt, you're getting better. You're learning what works and what doesn't. You're refining your skills and gaining experience. Over time, this accumulation of effort leads to mastery. It's easy to look at someone who's successful and assume they were born with talent or that things just came easy to them. But more often than not, their success is the result of countless hours of hard work, persistence, and effort, much of which went unseen. We also have to realize that effort in and of itself brings a sense of fulfillment. When you know you've given something your all, when you've poured your heart into a project, a goal, or a challenge, there's a deep satisfaction that comes from knowing you did your best, regardless of the outcome. This inner fulfillment is a reward in itself. It's a reminder that we can't always control the results, but we can control the effort we put in, and that effort is what gives our lives meaning and purpose. In addition, effort builds character. It teaches us the value of perseverance, of discipline, and of commitment. When you consistently put in effort, you're cultivating traits that will serve you in all areas of life. These traits become part of who you are, making you stronger, more capable, and more resilient with each passing day. Effort, then, is not just about achieving a specific outcome. It's about shaping you into the kind of person who can achieve greatness in all areas of life. In closing, remember that there's no failure in effort. As long as you're trying, as long as you're putting in the work, you're moving forward. Success isn't about never stumbling, it's about getting back up and continuing to push ahead. The fear of failure can only hold you back if you let it. But if you recognize that every bit of effort brings you closer to your goals and helps you grow, you'll see that there's no such thing as failure, only progress, learning, and the eventual reward of your persistence. Keep putting in the effort, and the results will take care of themselves. Happiness and success are not found in some distant future, they're built in the present. This statement emphasizes a crucial truth that many people overlook in their pursuit of fulfillment. We often postpone our happiness, thinking we will be happy when we achieve certain goals, reach specific milestones, or attain a particular status. However, this mindset can lead to a never-ending cycle of chasing after the next big thing, only to find that the satisfaction we seek remains elusive. When we tie our happiness to future achievements, we create a recipe for discontent. The reality is that life is a series of moments, and happiness is found in how we engage with those moments. Each day offers us opportunities to experience joy, gratitude, and connection, but if we're always focused on the future, we may overlook the beauty of the present. Happiness is not a destination, it is a state of being that can be cultivated through our thoughts, attitudes, and actions right now. To build happiness in the present, we must first practice gratitude. By recognizing and appreciating what we have today, our relationships, our health, our opportunities, we shift our focus from what we lack to what we already possess. Gratitude opens our eyes to the abundance around us and fosters a sense of contentment. It allows us to savor the little things in life, whether it's a warm cup of coffee in the morning, a kind word from a friend, or the beauty of nature. These moments contribute to our overall happiness and help us realize that joy is often found in the simple everyday experiences. Success, like happiness, is also rooted in the present. While setting goals and striving for achievements is important, the path to success is paved with the actions we take today. Every small step you take, whether it's learning a new skill, reaching out to someone for help, or working diligently on a project, contributes to your long-term success. It's essential to focus on the process rather than just the outcome. When you immerse yourself in the present and give your best effort, you cultivate the skills and resilience needed to succeed. Additionally, the journey itself is where personal growth occurs. Each challenge, each triumph, and even each setback teaches us valuable lessons that shape who we are. By focusing on the present, you allow yourself to learn from these experiences and develop the mindset necessary for success. You become adaptable, innovative, and open to new possibilities. Ultimately, embracing the present moment allows you to experience life fully and authentically. Rather than postponing your happiness or waiting for success to find you, actively engage with the world around you. Celebrate your progress, acknowledge your efforts, and be present with the people you love. The more you cultivate happiness and success in the present, the more fulfilling your life will become. Remember, happiness and success are not distant goals, they are choices you can make every single day. So seize this moment and create the life you desire right now.